market maker models. So we'll start with market maker models. I'll get rid of all of this and I'll go over it quickly. So essentially, market maker models, you have two market maker models: market maker buy model and a market maker sell model. And these market maker models basically just look like sort of a bell curve, if you know what a bell curve is. So it basically looks like this, and then like this. So this side would be the market maker sell model, and this side would be the market maker buy model. And essentially, price will just start to consolidate like this. And this is where we accumulate. Everything accumulates, build up liquidity, and the big institutions fill their orders before entering this phase. And what we usually see in these areas is equal lows and equal highs. And it's very important to identify this when looking at a market maker model. So after that, usually we will manipulate up and then we will start to distribute down to start the market maker sell model. And then, but sometimes we don't actually do that and we just immediately just start the sell model. But usually we do first have a pair of 3 to start the leg. And equally, I'll just draw this is what a buy model will look like. Well, oops, no. So buy model, come on, bro. Buy model will look like this. And then start, oh my, sorry about this. And then we will start that, and then we will obviously have some like a pre-accumulation, and then we start this leg. So essentially this displacement curve, we'll stay focused on this example for now. So in this curve, what we're going to see, just aggressive movement away from this accumulation zone. And obviously, if we're in a sell model, we're expanding down. And usually we do have a clear target and a clear draw on liquidity. So inside of this leg, we will continue to see various little accumulation and manipulation legs. So a market maker model would look like this. I'll use a path. So we start our accumulation, manipulate down, and then we start the leg, and then we reaccumulate, and then we go like that again, and then we keep on going down, and then start like this, and then this is where it gets interesting. So the reversal part, if you're wondering where do we reverse, so the reversal part, this is called a smart money reversal. Oops. Oh shit, I accidentally just bought. Oh shit. Oops. Let me disconnect this quickly. That was not very good. Oops. Where did we even buy? Buying just after sweeping midnight price. Very nice, bro. Okay, so sorry about that. Bit of a mistake. So we'll get back into it. So smart money reversal, SMR, down here. This is where price will reverse, as you can probably tell by the name. So in this reversal, we often sweep liquidity and also tap into a PD ray of some sort. So with this, we will see, sometimes we'll see SMT. For example, AS would be like this, and then it would just come up like this. Like AS would be like this. And then NQ comes down and sweeps it, the liquidity, and they both have tapped into the gap. Or not a gap, into a PD ray. So in this range, price will come back and reverse. And now in this leg, we will start to see the PD rays, the bearish PD rays that were formed, be disrespected, and then we will start to respect bullish PD rays. And with market maker models, we usually use these reaccumulation legs as reaccumulation legs again. And obviously I'll get into some examples in a second, so you're not just watching this. So we'll keep on reaccumulating, and then similarly to the market maker sell model where we manipulate up, instead we manipulate down and then continue to the next, well, you could call it breaker block, but to the next reaccumulation leg. And then we'll start going, continue going back up. Oops. Yeah, then we'll continue going back up and reach what you call the market maker model climax. And then we'll go there, and then sometimes it will reset, or we will just keep on climbing. But this is essentially what a market maker sell model into a market maker buy model would look like. And I don't know if I have to draw it for you guys, but you guys could probably get the idea of what it would look like the opposite way. I know how I think I can flip it. No, I can't. So now that's done, I'm going to show you an example. So this right here is a perfect example of a market maker model. And as you can see, we accumulated, and then following that, we manipulated up, and then we started the sell model. And after this, what did we do? Reaccumulate, manipulate into unfilled PD arrays, and then continue lower. And the smart money reversal, which we had here, we swept this liquidity and then had SMT with ES down here, and then continued, and now we are disrespecting bearish PD arrays and respecting bullish PD arrays. And you can see on this side we're reaccumulating and then continuing higher, and then reaccumulating, manipulating, and continuing higher. So, and then once we did reach this climax, you can see that we did sort of reset, but I know you'll probably play this out a little bit. Yeah, I'm not really going to go. I'll show you another example of a sell model now. And this right here, sorry, this is sell model into a buy model. Again, accumulation, and then we manipulated, and then we started the sell model, and then you can see our reaccumulation levels which align with each side, and then we manipulate down and then continue the buy model. And as you can see, these breaker blocks do act as a sort of support or resistance, as you can call it. And then you can see we did hit the climax, and then what did we do? Flip into a sell model. So yeah, it's pretty easy to spot these, and once you can start spotting them, it is very good. It's very good for determining bias and also determining draws on liquidity. So I think that will be it for market maker models. This is a bit of a long video. I could maybe show it on a smaller time frame. Maybe. Yeah, you'd say these occur a lot on the smaller time frames. See if I can find. I'll remove this. So yeah, on the smaller time frame, like, this isn't really the best, but it's a bit sloppy. But you can see, yeah, this isn't really the best. This one you can sort of call it one, but we didn't actually reaccumulate. Yeah, on the 1 minute, it's a bit sloppy, and yeah, it's a bit weird on the 1 minute. On the 5 minutes, good. I really do just use market maker models on the higher time frame. Yeah, price action's been very choppy this week, so like this, you could sort of call it one with a smart money reversal. But yeah, if you have any questions, just drop them in. I'll be happy to answer them, and I hope that made sense. So yeah, thanks.